Hey everybody, this is Osimaru here, and I am the founder and CEO of Profasta Media. We are a PR company that is focused on risk management, crisis communication, and brand recalibration for all SMMEs, corporates, and also for C-level executives that are willing to enhance and earn great shares of the market through effective brand positioning. So I would like to touch on something that I always wanted to discuss about it, and today I had the opportunity to bring that on the table for you guys. So I'm not going to be taking too much time, but I wanted to talk about the number one best way to build a business plan. So this is because building a business plan is part of branding, right? So if you don't get it right, you also not gonna get your branding right. So sometimes, what goes into branding, it goes beyond just trying to establish a color palette or t-shirts or let's say a log line or tag line or those kind of things that we normally worry about, website and business cards. So establishing a brand or positioning your brand goes beyond just that, and having a strong, powerful business plan actually helps you to establish your brand in the market that you want to operate. So I would like to mention the number one biggest and most powerful way to establish or to write your business plan that's going to establish you as a powerful brand in your own market. I want to first remove something in our minds, which is the idea that yes, we are in a very developed era, the AI era and stuff like that. So sometimes we intend to not to do much of the work because we know we can use AI to do some parts of our work. And sometimes entrepreneurs tend to go to ChatGPT or anything else to, any other AI powered platform to, to prompt for a business plan, So then that's not something that I would really advise, even though we can do it and it's very much faster. But then it will push you to go and try to memorize everything that ChatGPT is gonna give you. But also remember, the deviations are higher. So you have 70 to 80% deviation, possibility when you are using ChatGPT or AI specifically for that for the first time. Okay, so if you understand how machine learning works or deep learning works, you will understand that if you don't give the AI enough information, you're basically you're not going to get out of it something that is accurate or close to accurate, because large language model, they require enough details for it to bring to you the information that you actually need in a more accurate way. So now what I would suggest all the time is to do this work on your own. Don't try to use ChatGPT to do your business plan, because first, you don't know much about your own business idea, and then you run to ChatGPT to do the business plan. How much detail accurate is it gonna give you? Okay, because potentially you're just gonna use the name of the company that you have in mind, then the product you want to sell, and then you ask ChatGPT to give you a business plan. Okay, maybe if you have some more ideas, you must include your target audience, and then ChatGPT creates something around that. But it's still not accurate because you still don't know really if that audience is your audience or if it's if that product is really something that that specific audience is looking for to buy. You understand? So it's useless. And some others prefer to go and buy. They pay someone and they buy a business plan from them. So now you have to go back and try to memorize that business plan. So it's going to become now a fake business plan because you can't even defend it in practical words. So, but now, going back to the idea of how to build the best way to do this, you must understand that a whole business plan has three stages. You have the executive summary of part of your document, which is basically talking about your business and what you're going to offer and who are the people involved. Then you have the second part, which is the marketing plan, how you tend to reach your market and who are your market basically. Then you have the third part, which is the finances. These are finances, the financial projection, where you're going to be talking about how much money you want to make, how you're going to make the money, and how you're going to use the money, all these kind of things. So now that is just a way of breaking it. Okay, so it makes it easy for you to understand. But then now, what you need to know is that in theory, your business plan starts from the executive summary, but in practice, your business plan starts from engaging the audience. Okay, it starts from your marketing. Okay, so engaging people, talking to people about the problem that you're facing. The problem that you feel like you need to solve. That's a problem that you believe that they have, but if you don't talk to them, you will never know if it's really a problem that they're facing and they want to solve it. So we normally say that the problem in physics, we say problem is everything that has mass and occupies space. So if you do not feel that this problem, or if your audience or market audience doesn't feel like this is a problem that they really need to solve, then it's useless for you to invest on it. So try to invest on something that actually is a problem for your target audience. But how would you know the target audience if you don't engage? So you need to go out there, talk to people that you think they are or that you believe they are your market audience, engage with them, and that can come from looking at similar businesses that are already in the market. Maybe you take that idea and you go for it in the start until you actually find your own niche, and from that moment, that's when now you start engaging with your customer, your potential customer. You get to know them, find details about them, find if the problem is relevant for them, and find if they actually would love to buy that product in case you have to offer them. So in other words, this whole process of engaging with your customer will allow you to, number one, know who is your customer. Number two, will allow you to know what product you need, then they actually want to be sold to buy. And third, or in other words, what product you need to actually have in order to sell. And then the third, it will help you to understand how much they would actually be able to invest if they need to buy the product from you. So when you have these 3 points, you basically will be able to develop what we call the customer or client persona, okay, or buyer persona. So when you have your buyer persona, then you basically understand your customer very well, and you know what kind of customer you actually need to focus on. And then you can, once you have that, what happens is that you'll be able to project that for a longer term, and then you can use that information to bring that to your financial projections. Then from there, if you, let's say you have found a customer, you are able to know that specific customer, you got information, the customer persona details, you can project that potentially in that same scenario of 100 people of that type of person, there might be at 100 people that you could sell the same product to. And then you have that idea, and that's what you bring that to your financial projections to actually make projections for the future on how you're going to make money over time. So when you have details on the first stage, then you go for the finance, then that's where you actually be able to have a clear understanding of what type of business you want to build, the name, brands, and everything. So basically you establish it yourself as a brand in your own niche. So have that in mind, and you will understand that it's not a waste of time. You shouldn't waste your time trying to go to ChatGPT to be quick and make it fast, because remember, if you're not able to prove your business plan in a practical words, in practical ways, it's useless, because even investors will be able to understand that you don't actually and know well your own market. So the only best way to know your own market is by engaging first, not by trying to figure out what company do you want to run, what niche, or what how much you want to sell your product. That's not what you should focus on. What you should focus on first is find that one customer, one prospect that you feel like this is the type of person that I want to sell my product to. And you try to get as many information as possible from that person, as many details as possible, who those persons are, what they like, what they don't like, what's the process for them to get to buy something. That's basically you building a customer or buyer persona, which that buyer persona will give you an idea of how much you need to sell your product, how long it's going to take you in order for you to close a deal with a customer like that, and what type of product that those same customers actually looking for to buy, or what type of problems they are also actually looking to solve. There's so much that goes on in that process, which if you get it right, you will be able to build a powerful marketing plan and a powerful financial projection, and you will have a clear understanding of what type of business that you actually want to run and what are products you actually want to offer, and even pricing. So the best, most powerful way to build your business plan and establish yourself as a brand, strong, powerful brand in your market or in your niche, is by firstly starting by working on your customer persona. Work on your customer persona. Find out who is the person that's going to buy your product, his problem, how long it takes to buy, where is he, what does he do, okay? All these details that you need to find from this specific person, and even asking sometimes we even ask some personal questions, and you just need to ensure that there is some level of privacy of details of information that those information you're going to take are not going to be released at any form to competitors, or for harmful use. So understand that, okay? Understand these principles are very important for entrepreneurs to be able to build a strong brand and establish themselves from the start. Okay, so don't try to focus on building a website and business plans, fancy business cards, and try to say this and that. You try to make your words so eloquent, so beautiful and so attracting, to people, but then your own market, you have no knowledge. What makes big brands strong brand, strong positionings in their own market is the fact that they know their market. They understand the dynamics of their market. They know who is the person that is mostly likely to buy their product without having to go through a lot of hassle. They know how long it's going to take for them to get the first customer, and how long it's going to take for them to get the second customer. That's why some people say the first million is hard, but the second million is never hard. It's easy. So that is how you establish yourself as a brand from the moment you start building your business plan. Okay, take this advice, work on it. If you would like to get the more formal business advice, brand advice, brand strategies, or you are looking at the recalibrating your business your brand, or even manage risks, feel free to connect with Profaster Media, and email us on support@profastermedia.co.za, and we will be able to engage with you further on.